Sandy, that is actually a very, very good question. So I will clarify. I do not think that her mother had Munchausen's by proxy. I think that once her legal team saw the massive amount of medical records that she had, because everything that's in her medical records is because of the microdeletion. I'm not familiar with this disorder, but you can look it up. Even in one of the documentaries, her dad mentioned that she had microdeletion. So a lot of everything that is in her medical records has to do with that particular disorder, and a lot of the surgeries were necessary because of this disorder. So my theory is they saw this mound of medical records, saw one doctor say maybe the mother has Munchausen's by proxy, but they looked into it and they found that that wasn't true. But they saw one doctor say that it was probable, and so they used that as her defense, and it worked because she got 8 years rather than life. Most people who plan an unaliving usually get life in prison. There's another girl on this app that actually has every single one of her medical records, and when you go through all of the paperwork, every surgery that she had was medically necessary. There was nothing that her mom did that was not necessary for her to have had happen. I know that the media has everybody in a frenzy about Munchausen by proxy. They want you to believe that that Gypsy is a victim. Gypsy is actually not that big of a victim. Everything that happened to her because she needed it. Yes, was her mother a very good con woman? Of course. She got a lot of people to think that Gypsy had cancer, but it's been proven that she was kicked out of the Ronald McDonald Club or whatever it is because they could not give proof that she actually had that. So she was using this whole daughter had cancer, got her to shave her head, but Gypsy was in on the con. My opinion is that Gypsy got tired of being in on the con because it wasn't financially lucrative anymore, because she stopped having surgeries around 2011. And I think that there wasn't a lot of financial incentive for Gypsy to continue to stay in the house with her mother, but she was having to take care of her. So that's when she started planning her way out. She never really thought about escaping in a logical sense. It was always going to be Dee Dee ending up unalive. She continued to abuse her for years. If you look at the interrogation records and videos, Gypsy has bruises all over her hands, and that's from her abusing her own mother before Nick got there and actually did the deed.